It was argued. The parties adopted their respective briefs of argument. The matter was thereafter adjourned for reserved for judgment. So we await the judgment of the court.
Thank you. When the first one was filed, it was stood down on technicality that one of the appellants didn't sign the documentation involved. He couldn't have done that because he was restricted to Osun State and needed the permission of the court to travel. So we refiled again, and while we refiled, then came COVID. Each time we came to this court, somebody had COVID or the courts were closed. So we probably came to discuss some 3 times that there was no hearing. Either the judges at conference or something happened. So finally today we heard this and the judgment date has been reserved. As we always tell you, we come to court not because we believe in the system, it's because we are documenting this for history. Because everybody who is responsible for the violation of the rights of Nigerian citizens will at one time have to answer for their crimes.
Absolutely.
And we have no doubt that the course of action we took in 2019, Action for a Revolution, was the right course of action.
Absolutely.
And most of our citizens, compatriots, have come to understand and realize that now, that Nigeria is badly in need of a revolution. Especially now that some of the derelict politicians that put us in the condition that we are in now are gearing up to contest elections again so that they can increase the misery of Nigerian people to a higher decibel. But we reject that. And the only way this will be totally cemented is for a revolution to happen. Whichever way they choose it, what we know is that the revolution is inescapable.
Absolutely.
And that's why we're here today in court, and we are glad that counsels did the best possible to make it known to the judges why this unjust act of restriction of a citizen, and I keep saying it, probably the only citizen in Nigeria's history, apart from Obafemi Awolowo in 1963, that was restricted or that has been restricted to a city. Never happened before. Meanwhile, the criminals who are engaging in murder, killing people for rituals, who have stolen billions, are granted permission from time to time to travel and medical treatment, even after they have committed these heinous crimes. But they have done us a great favor by letting us do more of the revolutionary work we need to do in Abuja. Because as I've said and I'll say it again, nothing can stop an idea whose time. We are moving.
Revolution.
So we are moving from here to the presidential villa. That is where we are going. It's right behind us somewhere here.
Yeah, behind us.
And on that day that they brought me to Abuja, they just brought me closer to the seat of power.
Yes.
And ultimately, we'll be in power in the interest of the Nigerian people. And those who have made life miserable for you, whether you are a worker, as I said, even those who have ignorantly acted against us, police officers, security agents, they will all benefit from the great governance that is coming their way. So we're happy once again. We still have a plethora of cases coming up. On March 1st, we'll be rearranged again for treason at the Federal High Court. So make sure you join us. And I know one last question a lot of you have been asking, looking at you directly, is when is Sowore going to declare for the presidential election 2023? We have said it, we'd never stop running in the first place. So the question of declaration is a matter of semantics. We have made that declaration and it's sacrosanct. That is, this country must be saved. And the people of Nigeria must have their dignity restored. How it is done, when it is declared, you will be informed from time to time. So I want to thank you all, everyone, for coming and for making yourselves available and present at all times when we challenge injustices against our people, either in the court of law or outside the court of law. One last information I have today was that most of you heard that my national ID cards were deactivated some weeks ago. We gave them a 7-day ultimatum on the 14th of January, and I'm happy to inform you that because of our relentless efforts, they have now activated the ID cards.
Revolution!
What I heard is that my passport expired. It is in their own interest to renew the passport. But if they don't renew the one they have with them, of course I will get a diplomatic passport when I become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. At that time, I will no longer need the expired passport.
At all.
So just thank you everyone for standing firm. And those of you who are still afraid to stand firm in the face of tyranny, oppression, and injustice, just know that it doesn't cost you anything to take a stand. And that is what the majority of men and women you see behind me have been doing on a daily basis. And we have not rested and we will not rest until justice is finally done in every sphere of Nigeria's institutional life. Social, economic, political, every sphere, cultural, everywhere. We'll make sure that justice is done. Thank you very much for coming to